giving you guys a little football talk because I know you guys want to. Again, once again, another fucking game lost by Zac Taylor. Baltimore Raven fans, I don't even want to hear it. We seen Lamar Jackson when the game counts, he freaking shits the bed. So I don't even want to hear it. Baltimore did not win this game. Cincinnati gave it to them. And why did they give it to him? Because Zac Taylor doesn't know how to coach. The Kansas City game a few weeks back, we were better than the Chiefs that game. We should have won that game. But once again, Zac Taylor don't know how to coach. A guy who has been passing great all game long, 5 touchdowns, when you need him the most, let's run the ball. Zac Taylor. Typical Zac Taylor. So Zac Taylor lost this game, and he lost the Kansas City game for sure. Those are 2 losses that we should have won because of Zac Taylor. So, that being said, and it didn't matter. Like I told you guys, the season was over anyway. But it's the simple fact of this is the problem. And Raven fans, yeah, they're going to talk shit. But you guys, Lamar Jackson has done this before, okay? Yeah, sure, he can go 14-2, 13-3 in the regular season, and when he's got to play Patrick Mahomes, he'll shit the bed like he always does. And I'm not being salty. It's just the fact. No one's scared of the Ravens. No one's scared of them. I mean, this is the same team who lost against the fucking Raiders at home, okay? I don't know if that's as bad as Bengals losing to the Patriots, but still, they lost to the fucking Raiders. I mean, come on. So, no. This, beating the Bengals right now don't mean shit. It really don't. Because Zac Taylor, once again, not having his team prepared to play. And honestly, Joe Burrow, if I were you, here's what I'd do. I feel bad for Joe Burrow. I really do. You can tell he's trying his damnedest to win, but he's working against a system. That's the problem. Same thing with Jamar Chase. You guys are working against Mike Brown's system, and you can't do it. So, Joe Burrow, here's what I want you to do. I want you, after today, this would be the final straw for me. I'd go to that fucking fat-headed slob in the front office and say, look, Mikey, I want out. I want the fuck out of Cincinnati. I demand a trade. I don't care where I go. I want the fuck out of this organization. And nobody would blame Joe Burrow. Really, honestly, would you guys really blame him after today? No. This game was lost because, and what's even worse is when Lamar Jackson fumbled the ball, they gave it to us. All we had to do was kick a fucking field goal. We couldn't even do that. So, it's laughable. It really is. We deserve everything we get because we're the worst freaking organization. Only the freaking Bengals could have lost this game today. Maybe the Cleveland Browns. I don't know. But that just goes to show you how shit of an organization this is. So, Joe Burrow, what I would do is, I mean, your season's done anyway. So what I would do is go to Mike Brown and say, listen, I demand a trade. What happened today was absolutely inexcusable. The fact that my head coach didn't have the faith in me at the last second when we needed it the most, I want out of this organization. I demand a trade. I don't care where the frick I go. That's what I would do, Joe Burrow, if I were you. That's exactly what I would do. I'd say, get me the fuck out of here. Because all I'm doing here is spinning my tires. You guys won't give me a defense. You won't give me an offense line. I mean, today's loss, listen, I don't mind losing, but this is, where do you go from here? This was absolutely an inexcusable loss. There was no reason for this loss whatsoever today. So, like I said, guys, I mean, and then you guys want to know why I don't care about football no more. Seriously. Because look at the organization that we're dealing with. But I'll give you credit, Ravens, you won, but I'm telling you, it don't mean shit. If anything, I'd be embarrassed. It took you guys almost 5 full quarters to beat the worst defense in the league. Listen to that. The Bengals defense, how bad it is. I mean, it took you almost 5 quarters to beat them. And when you did, the only reason you did is because Zac Taylor don't know how to coach. That's the only reason. So no. I'm not giving Lamar Jackson credit. He fucking sucks. He's terrible. Anybody can be good in the regular season. Andy Dalton was good in the regular season. But we all know Lamar Jackson, when he gets to the big game, he's going to shit the bed. Like he always does. So, whatever. Call me a hater, call me salty, whatever. It's just the facts. Every time that guy gets in the playoffs, he shits the bed. Every single time. So, no, I'm not respecting Lamar Jackson. Not at all. This don't mean shit. So, once again, another loss that shouldn't have happened. There is no way this team should be 1-4. There's no way. 2 of the losses were strictly because of Zac Taylor. We lost this game today simply because of him. And the Kansas City game, we were better than them that game that we should have won. But another thing, Zac Taylor's freaking inability to coach. Listen, I thought Zac was the answer because at the time, let's be honest about it, I'd take anybody over Marvin Lewis at the time. That was why. But now, he is a shit. And I mean, him and Kevin Stefanski are probably the biggest shit coaches ever. Look what Kevin Stefanski's doing with a $240 million quarterback. Hey, but give Joe Burrow credit. I mean, Deshaun Watson sucks. I'm sorry. He's terrible. He's not good anymore. He's a career backup. But again, like the Bengals, the Cleveland Browns are just about as an equal trash organization. So we got both quarterbacks we paid way too much money for. But in our defense, at least Joe Burrow did not lose this game today. No, this was not his fault. This was Zac Taylor being a shit head coach. So, anyway, guys, there. I got my vent out for the day, but life moves on. I don't get as upset about it as I used to anymore, if you haven't noticed. It's a stupid game. Whatever. Life moves on. But I like to address the issues when I see them. So, I hope you guys have a good day. Like I said, I'm really enjoying this game. This freaking game right here. I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad I upgraded. I love the PS4, but let me tell you, I'm glad I'm upgraded. Take care, guys.